4, 3, 2. Alright guys, so we got back from floating today at, what do we float? It was Clark Salon and Spa.
Yes.
And we actually found a Groupon. It was one couple session for
$73.
Yeah, $73. It wasn't a bad price because I know we went in, was it Brazelton? And how much did they want to play? If that's how you pronounce it. But how
I forget the name, but it was like $120.
Yeah, it was quite expensive, but it was an exciting experience. I think like we overhyped ourselves a little bit.
I think I got what I expected.
Really?
Yes.
No, you were telling me about your head.
I mean, that was the only thing, but otherwise I got what I expected.
Boo, you're boring. So let me give you the real details.
Real, her version.
I don't think that I will ever float again. I am claustrophobic, and it was just like almost as if you were like in like some old like gym, like in high school or something. Like, you know how you see those gyms on the movies, and it's like, yes, it was like almost creepy to me a little bit. They had like this glass door that you get into like the tub. You have to step down into it, and I got in there, I sat down, and then I laid back to float with the little noodle that they give you to cover your neck. And I was just in there. At some moments, like when I let my ears go underwater, I felt like I didn't know where I was at. But I get that. But also, it put on there, like when you do your intake form, it said something about, are you like prone or have a history to like ear infections? So that's what scared me.
I ain't reading none of that.
You just signed your life away, huh?
Well, you signed it, so I figured it was good.
But they give you like earplugs to put in your ears. But I just felt like, I don't know, I didn't want to wake up with like an ear infection or whatever.
You had the earplugs.
But they don't work all the time because you like underwater, the water can still seep in. You know, I feel like it should be wider than what it is. Cause you know, like I like literally like stretched my arms out and my feet out, and I was like thinking, okay, I'm supposed to feel like there's nothing there, as if I'm just floating like in space or something, but my arm kept hitting the wall. So I was
like laid out like you was on a cross or something.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Anyway, so I closed my eyes a little bit, and then like I think, cause I remember the lady at the other place, she was telling us that it was, the way she described it was almost like you were getting high. You know, back in the day
a little bit,
like in college or whatever.
You messed up the experience. That's
no,
all I'm gonna say. You messed it up.
No, I didn't. It just wasn't well. Like, I think it needs to be bigger. They need to like not have that glass window there because I felt like somebody was watching me. You know what I mean?
I do get that feeling.
Okay.
But you had the lights on, so I don't understand how you got that feeling.
I didn't want to be in a place, total darkness. You know, in there with my own thoughts, my own mind. I feel like I put my head underwater and I could hear my heartbeat. Huh? Not my head, I'm sorry. My ears underwater.
No wonder your eyes burning.
I put my ears underwater and I feel like I could hear like my heartbeat or like my pulse or like the blood flowing through my body or something. And
sound like you got high. I didn't hear none of it. I heard my bones cracking.
I heard my bones cracking too.
Like it sounded like I don't know, like a cricket in my ear. I popped my ankles and then I heard it, like the slightest movement I heard. But I didn't hear my own heart beating. I think it was low.
Whatever.
You might have hit something before we went in.
And I felt like I could hear like footsteps. Like, could you hear footsteps?
Once I opened the door, it was hot in here.
Oh, you heard them outside. But no, I heard all this like when my ears were underwater too. Like there were like footsteps. It was just a lot, and that's why I could not turn off the light. But for the most part, it was cool. But it was like a sauna experience too, because I feel like if
It
they
was
had,
hot.
yes, if
Well, it didn't start off hot. It was just, to me, it was like perfect temperature, and then I felt like I just started sweating because, like you said, the door was closed. And after a while, in tight spaces, I just feel hot. So, yeah, they need like a little fan to
yes,
run over your face, down you know, the rest of your body.
it was also a spray bottle in there too. Did you see the spray bottle?
I tried it. It didn't work for me.
Like I saw it and I figured like I knew what it was for, but I was like, let me just spread it in the air on my hand first and then smell it just in case it was something that it wasn't supposed to be. So then I figured out it was water, so I sprayed it on my face.
She said it was water.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part. Just like you didn't hear the part about the noodle. What was your experience without the noodle?
All right, so without the noodle, I give it like a 7 out of 10. That was just my fault because apparently I didn't hear her say noodle because I have a big head. I turn this way and my head weighs a lot. So I need proper support for my neck. And when I laid back, it was just like a constant struggle to find the right level for my head.
So was your head like hitting the tub?
Nah, I ain't had no problems like moving back and forth unless I intentionally moved myself. It was just the rest of my body was fine. It was just my neck support. It was like not there. I don't know how to describe it because you kind of gotta be in. It's like you're literally floating in nothing. I mean, you're in water, but it feels like you're floating in nothing. But then it just feels like my head was just at the wrong angle. So I ended up floating like this for the most part to get my
How
head
did that feel?
It was actually pretty relaxing, you know, besides me trying to just grip my fingers together to keep my head afloat, but my ears up underwater with the earplugs. I had my music. You didn't.
I didn't have any music. But again, when I put my ears fully underwater, I felt like I could sense more. Like, I also heard the spa music when I was under there, and I don't know if you, like, she didn't mention anything like if you put your ears underwater that you would hear the music, did she? I didn't hear that.
I didn't have to have my ears underwater here because I just heard my own music.
Like, it had the speakers on the inside?
Yeah.
I really had a bad experience. I don't feel like I fulfilled the experience.
I did. Like I said, 7.5 out of 10. Just because I didn't know about the noodle or I didn't listen to the part about the noodle. If I would have had that noodle, see, I did it the correct way. I did everything she asked, took my shower.
You didn't because you forgot the noodle.
Everything except the noodle. But like I said, if I would have had it, I did everything she asked, took my shower, got in there, put my music on. The only thing I didn't do correct was I had a bill collector call me in the middle of the dang float, so I had to get up out the tub and put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So
no relaxation.
So just, they want to get you at any given time. So just put your phone on Do Not Disturb. But once I did that, went back into the tub, I floated. I turned off the lights. The lights outside were motion sensors, and once it stopped seeing movement, the lights go off. And then I got into the tub, and I turned the lights off there, turned the music up, put the earplugs in, and just floated. And it felt like I was in I don't know if this is the proper description, but it just felt like I was in a black hole just floating, like in nowhere.
Like Get Out?
I was thinking about Get Out, except Get Out, you had a view. And like I was telling you earlier, my view was just darkness. But I don't know, maybe I have to research this, but like my eyes started playing tricks on me. Like it was seeing shapes in the darkness, like globs of shape, and it was moving. Like I told her, I had to pray a couple times, just like, you know, make sure I'm in bad spirits watching over, because I did feel like I was being watched. That was because there were no lights and I could not see, but I wanted it that way so I couldn't tell like where I was spatially. You had the lights.
I wouldn't have been able to relax with no lights on. Like my mind would have been everywhere.
That takes away from the whole experience.
My mind was still everywhere without
You were in
it.
protective mode, basically. So you
Kinda. No, I did let myself relax a little bit. I just don't know. And another thing, I don't know how people stay in it for like 60 minutes. Like,
yeah. Even with me, I think I did it right. 60 minutes was a tad bit long. maybe I would have felt more comfortable if it was a little bit more cooler.
Yeah. I think so too, but also just like, even just my thoughts. Like, my thoughts weren't like crazy or bad. They were just like, they were like running everywhere though.
That's the point.
No. I'm like, and I'm like, slow down.
Yeah, I mean, well, not like 100 miles per hour, but like, you just let your mind wander, and sometimes you let your mind not think at all. I just think you went in thinking like, this is claustrophobic. I'm gonna keep the lights on. You didn't have your music, so I can understand why you felt like you don't want to float again. Turn the lights off, put some music on, and I guarantee you, if you feel like I felt, which was like, I started moving my body all like this.
I did that too.
And it just felt weird and relaxing at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool to like experience that, because when they say sensory deprivation, it just means like you really don't have any senses other than the sound. I do wonder how it would have been to me if I didn't have any music. Probably would have been a little bit weird, but the music itself was, to me, I play spot music, so that just kind of helped me put me like in a zen-like state. And literally when they say I didn't know where the water began and ended with my skin, I couldn't tell.
I could. My earplugs came out. My hands were touching the wall on the tubs.
This is because you over here like this. I'm literally, I have my legs about this far wide, and I'm wider than you. So, like, I felt like I had enough space. I had about this far wide, and I was just chilling like this, and then for a while I was chilling like this, and I had enough space.
They also said that it was a really good experience if you do the flotation and you get a massage after.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
So
my neck needed some loving on after that.
Yes. So if you ever do it, maybe you can book them both back to back so you can get more relaxation. And another thing, ladies, for me, my mind always thinks these things anyway, because like I hate getting in jacuzzis because they say it's not good for your girl. But I got in this one. And although it's not a jacuzzi, it's still a tub that, you know, people have been in. And you also get in like in the nude. Like they give you a robe and you just in there naked.
I don't think I would have appreciated it the same if I would have had anything else on.
I thought about that too. At the other place, they did say that you can put like on a swimsuit or whatever if you want to, didn't they?
Naked. It's the way to go. Don't put anything on. Sensory deprivation. Probably had like some material rub it up against my skin. It would have threw me off.
Yeah.
We even took our rings off.
We did. Yes. But like my girl was a little bit upset in the beginning. Like I don't know if it's like all the salt. Like you might want to research that. I'm going to research it too. But all the salt kind of made me feel a little funny and weird.
Salt draw out moisture?
It does.
So yeah, I mean, probably took the moisture out your girl.
What are you doing?
I mean, I don't know if that's scientifically true,
but yeah, so that was the case. Oh, and another thing, you guys probably saw me drinking like water.
Yes, which is why I'm drinking water. And this
I have water. I have water. But I put my water in my wine glass because everything tastes good in a wine glass. And then I also just wanted to have a glass of wine. Oh my gosh. But okay, guys. So I think we pretty much gave you a lot of information about it. Do your research if you want to go. I'll put the link to the Groupon down at the bottom. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, so most importantly, just make sure you eat a healthy meal before you go.
And just drink a bunch of water.
Drink a bunch of water.
Make sure your phone is charged and have your own music.
Yep. And relax.
And turn off the lights. Yes.
All right. See y'all next time. Bye.
Outro music.